I recorded a video on how to write a workout because I wrote about it a little bit ago. So first off, what's up? Welcome. Videos about how to write workouts. I did one and then realized that the microphone was muted. So rookie mistake. I'm doing it again because it's fine. It's whatever. I wrote about how to write workouts and figured it's a little more nuanced, so something that'd be easier to talk about. And I figured, what better thing to do than to write a workout on camera while talking through it? So, for starters, the way that I write workouts is far more for consistency and building good habits. And so, part of that is in the beginning, at least, making it something that you want to do. A lot of people are they jump into the I want it to be hard. They get that like early stage motivation that it's kind of like the honeymoon phase when it comes to being in a relationship, and it's exciting and it's great, and then it kind of fizzles out of that unless it's something that you can learn to manage and approach in the right manner. So people get they get all amped up and they get motivated, and then they want to train, and then they're like 6 days a week, 7 days a week, and they push themselves, and it's too much. It's too much to stay consistent with. So then they get to a point where they slowly start to taper off of that, and they're back to where they started, where they're not working out at all, or they're maybe 1 day a week, whatever. Maybe they were walking before they started this new kick of exercise. So my biggest thing is just longevity, consistency, building a good habit around exercise and making it positive. Like when people tell me they don't work out or they don't like to work out, it it isn't confusing to me. I understand it, but at the same time, to me, it's just it means they're taking the wrong approach. They have the wrong outlook on it, because I love working out because it's always something that I want to do. And it's only always something that I want to do because I make sure it's something that I want to do. I write the workouts to be something that I want to do. And that means that they're going to look different every day, depending on how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what sounds appealing. And so treating exercise like that is going to give you far more benefit than just buckling down on some over strenuous, overdone, far too meticulous workout regimen that you're not going to be able to stick with. So I'm prefacing it with that because I'm not going to be giving the prescription to write a workout that's meant to, build speed in an athlete, where it's a, five days a week program focused on, different tempos and percentages. And we're not doing that because that's not the goal here. This is just lifestyle lifting, something that keeps you moving, keeps you healthy, and is positive. It's a positive thing in your life. So you look forward to working out instead of thinking of it as some monotonous task that you have to do and overcome. I think, though, to preface the preface that you get to a certain point where the challenge becomes good for you. So I do now specifically make myself do things that are hard purposefully because they're hard. And that's, you'll get there. But in the beginning, you can't do that because then oftentimes you find it's a little bit too difficult for you to push through those moments. And you don't want to do that in the beginning. You want to build a habit, and then you can make yourself do things that you really don't want to do. And that's like a whole nother stage of personal development that you shouldn't start with, because that's like the hardest thing to do. So I'm gonna share my screen here quick. Let's do select the tab to share. There we go. Perfect. So hopefully that's working. Yep, cool. Well, I'm going to delete this because we're starting from scratch. So you open, that was the workout that I wrote earlier. You open this tab or whatever you want to use, Excel. This is Google Sheets. Everybody has access to Google Sheets. It's free, so if you don't have it, use it. The first thing that I do is I just make the movements column, okay? Movements. Then I do, well, let's go. Selected movements. Then I'll do the workout itself. Then I'll do some notes, okay? Then I'll go warm up. Oh my God. I was just talking to Nick about this yesterday. When I'm doing something where people are watching me type, I'm a fast typer, but when people watch me, I swear I can't spell, I can't type, I can't do anything. My fingers go crazy. All right, so I'm going to write a workout that I'm going to do today, and to be completely honest, I'm feeling pretty tired. So I think you're going to see this a pretty light workout. I do want to squat because I haven't squatted in a minute. And I feel like every once in a while, my knees can bother me from jumping. It's called jumper's knee. So that patellar tendonitis from stunting, my knees will bother me, but it's only my right knee, and it's really not that bad. And I feel like when I do heavy squats, it's good. It helps. My knee feels better, and then I also feel more. I feel lighter when it comes to doing Murph. You know, if I put a barbell on my back and then do Murph one week, I'm just like, oh my god, my air squats feel great. Obviously, so I'm gonna do some back squat, front squat, and today's focus is gonna be, let's call it, we're gonna do full body. So we'll do this. We'll do front squat, back squat. Let's go single leg RDLs. Why? Because my left back, my left lower back is bothering me a little bit. So the single leg helps take a little bit of the pressure off your back. So I'm gonna opt for single leg RDLs instead of regular RDLs. And I'm just literally listing exercises that sound good to me today. And maybe not. Maybe I'm just throwing them out there like thrusters. That doesn't ever sound good, but I'm just gonna put them on there. See what happens. Box jumps. Let's do weighted box jumps. My keyboard's so loud. It's probably so loud. How about some slam balls? No, those are good. I like slam balls. I'm not doing pull-ups because my freaking hands. I got to do my push-ups today, so I'm not going to put those in the workout. Excuse me. Maybe some raises. Maybe some like lateral raises. Yeah, maybe some lateral raises. That's good. Let's go hip thrusts. Hip thrusts. Let's go some glutes. Barbell step ups. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Okay. You know what I haven't done in a minute? Double unders. So I'm just going to throw them in there. Okay, so selected movements. Let's see here. I'm going to go thrusters first. I'm sorry. Let's go hip thrust first. So what I'm doing here is I'm just writing things out. I'm getting the workout out of my head. I'm getting the movements out of my head. Why are these the things that jumped into my head? I don't know, but I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to be focused on a full body today, and I'm going to be focused on keeping it relatively light just because I don't feel like my body's in a state where I want to push it, okay? So today's going to be kept pretty light. What I'm going to do is throw some core exercises in here. I like to pick a movement, and then I'm going to do Pallof press, which this is part of what I had in the other workout. So I'm definitely riffing off that last workout that I had in here for the video that I made first, but that was today. And so it doesn't surprise me that I'm going to use some of these same exercises because they were clearly top of mind earlier. But this is going to be a little bit different because I'm doing full body. Pallof press, let's go. Let's each way because those face different ways. I like to just like to align that to the left or to the right so that you can see what's going on here. We're gonna do 4x8. Why 8? I don't know. Just like the sound of it. Don't want to do 10. 4x8. Then we're gonna do the EMOM. Okay, same EMOM that I had earlier because I actually like the sound of that. E2 mom. Let's keep it 10 minutes. I'll do my front squat, back squat. And I have that here as back, front. It's little things like this that you'll have to just get better at when it comes to writing these workouts. Oh my God. Because when it comes to writing workouts, little things like your front squat is going to be harder than your back squat. So if you're doing a front squat, back squat combo, which what I'll do here is I'll do front squat, pop the bar up and over my back, and then do back squat. What I'm going to do in between this is honestly, I'll probably do scapular retractions on the bar, hanging. So you don't want to pair certain exercises with each other. You're going to have to get better with the flow. You know, what pairs well. And typically what I like to do is I like to just have a focus for the workout. So obviously you can see here, it's pretty leg heavy. Almost every single one of these is going to involve my legs except the lateral raises. So you want to have some focus, you want to have some goal, because then you want to give purpose to the movements. But it also is going to be something that's a little bit of a full body for me. So I actually think what I'm going to do is throw in the single leg RDLs right here. And you'll notice the hip thrust, which is the primary movement, is 4x8. So I'm going to do 4 sets of that. And then I'm going to do only, for the superset, I'm going to be doing 3 sets of these exercises. So my last set of hip thrusts, I'll be done after that. I don't want the focus of my movements within this group to be all of them. It's focused on the hip thrust, right? It's quad activation, it's hamstring activation, glute activation. I'm going to keep it fairly light, and then I just want to do some core work with it. But I'm going to further hit my hamstrings by doing the single leg RDLs here. So we'll go 3x6 each leg. So I'll go 6 single leg RDL each. Okay, and then we'll superset that by doing that. Let's go 3 or 6 total. I guess 3 front squat, 3 back squat. Yeah, that makes sense to me, I guess. I'm big on the aesthetics here, so let's actually do this. I like when my workouts look appealing. So let's do 6. And then at the end here, let's go each, 3 each. And then for the hanging scapular retractions, we're going to do 8. So that'll be enough to occupy us for that time. Okay, so we got our 10-minute E2 mom. Now an E2 mom, every 2 minutes on the minute. So basically, you start at 0, and then from 0 to 2 minutes, you're going to be doing these movements. So here it's going to be the 3 front squat, 3 back total, and 8 hanging scapular retractions. And so when I do that, if it takes me a minute to do that, then I have a minute to rest. If it takes me a minute and 30 seconds to do that, I have 30 seconds to rest. So the E2 mom is something that's going to keep you on a certain pace, and that pushes you as far as your cardiovascular. You're going to have to keep moving. So when the timer beeps, it's 2 minutes again. You got to go again. So that will keep you timely when it comes to the movements, and then it'll also work, like I said, a little bit of that cardiovascular, which is good. What I like to do then is I like to finish with like AMRAPs. So let's do another 12-minute AMRAP. That's what I had earlier. Oh my God, hold on a second. I'm working in the wrong column, y'all. Nobody said anything? That's crazy. So we're going to go here. What I should have done is selected my exercises. I got antsy. Hip thrust, single leg RDLs. We're doing the front squat, back squat. I guess it would make sense for me to just do this. Or if you wanted to, you could even just drag this stuff over. Be like, all right, I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that one. We're definitely going to add this one. I want to do the slam balls. I don't know about that yet. Just for some shoulders. Oh, wait. No, I don't know. Don't want to delete those. I do want to do some barbell step-ups and double unders. Oof. Okay, so 12-minute AMRAP. Sorry, I just got a text. So I got distracted. What I'm going to do now, I might not even do the AMRAP. I just got to see what movements I got left. Box jumps, barbell step-ups, double unders. So I think what I'll probably do is the barbell step-ups are going to be something that's hard to put in a workout. So I might opt to not do those. And instead, I think what I'll do is these weighted box jumps and double unders. And I'll probably do my double unders first, weighted box jumps. And then I could probably do some slam balls. Yeah, actually, that's perfect. We'll do that. That's a nice little AMRAP right there. Let's go 12-minute AMRAP. Let's go 100 double unders. 75. I'm going to try to kill myself. I'm tired. Box jumps, weighted. We'll go 12. All right, let's go 15. Yeah. And then let's go 15. Let's go 15 slam balls, and let's do 10. So if you can't tell, this process is very much like in the moment, just creative. I'm looking at it and saying, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to change. Um, for 10 minutes, for 12 minutes, that's going to be, let's see, 70-foot double unders knockout, 15 slam balls, 10. That's a lot of rounds. I'm going to make this a 10-minute one because I would get through a lot of rounds there, and I don't want to kill myself with the double unders. My calves have been tight lately anyways, and I don't want to do that. That would be a lot because my double unders I'll knock out pretty fast, and so I don't want it to be something where I get done with this round in a minute, and I'm doing now 10 rounds, 750 double unders. This should be manageable here, moving pretty quick. I'm going to use a 35. I'm going to use 35 pounds here for the box jumps. Slam balls, that'll be 20. And obviously double unders are double unders. Front squat, back squat, keep something light, keep something light. So now, when I'm done writing the workout, which I am now, let's just take a moment to reflect on the fact that we have these movements here. This is the first group. This is kind of the it's like the warm up after the warm up. So all of these movements here are going to be warming up everything. The hip thrust, like I said, that's quads, glutes, hamstrings, even spinal erectors too, core. And then in between, we have the single leg RDLs, which is, a lot of hamstrings, glutes, erectors, and some core because we're doing single legs. So we're going to be working some stability there. And then Pallof press, that is just straight core. So that anti-rotation movement. So that's going to be like a kind of like a predecessor to the next part. So our EMOM, our E2 mom, is going to, like I said, kind of keep us on pace. It's going to be tiring, and we're going to have to make sure that we're back on the bar at the top of every 2 minutes. And so that'll be 5 rounds. It's 30 squats total in 10 minutes and 8 hanging scapular retractions. I would make this a little more intense if I was feeling like I wanted to push myself today, but I don't. So this is going to be more of like a full range of motion over the course of 10 minutes, getting 30 squats in. And then because it's lower volume, it's just 6 reps each iteration of 2 minutes. I will probably go a little bit heavier, but not anything crazy. Like I said, this is for me. I'm writing this in it as I want to just move, full range of motion, focus on quality, and just something to get the body, like kind of wake it up. So nothing crazy. AMRAP, we're going to be doing the 75 double unders, 15 slam balls, 10 box jumps, weighted. That'll be a little bit of a gasser, but I kept it 10 minutes. So I could either push myself or I could take it slow. That's what an AMRAP is for, in my opinion. An AMRAP should be one that, know yourself. If you're one of those people that's going to push yourself to the max, AMRAPs are great because you will quite literally be able to push yourself to the max. It's as many rounds of reps as you can do as possible. And in the instance that you're tired that day, if you do it, then it'll allow you to kind of gauge how you're feeling, pace based on that feeling, and you could either taper back or you could push farther if you end up being like, wait, I feel good, I'm going to push myself. So I've been a big fan of the focused primary movement with no time constraint, and then the EMOM or E2 mom and an AMRAP. That's just been a theme of my workouts lately, but it always changes. And so, be creative with it. That's I want you to just see this process because you saw how many times I was like, let's do this. You'll get a better eye for writing workouts the more you do it. But in the beginning, you might end up making a workout that's like way too difficult or way too easy. You should have used more weight. You should have used less weight. You should have taken some reps off of a certain exercise. It all depends on what you want to be doing. The workout itself is as long as you're not doing something to hurt yourself, you should just go ahead and try because then you'll get better. When I first started writing workouts, I was terrible. I would kill myself accidentally. I would have to stop halfway through. I would have to reduce the reps. I'd have to reduce the weight. I'd have to add the weight. And now I'm pretty good at gauging rounds, reps, time constraints, time limits, durations in general, and then weights. So just do it. You'll get better at it. Now we're going to write the warm-up. So the warm-up is going to be specific to the workout. Oh my God, 20 minutes already? Dude, I thought it was flying. The warm-up is going to be specific to the workout. So we kind of tell this story backwards. We start with the movements, we select the movements, we write the workout based on the movements, and then we're going to write the warm-up. So the warm-up is going to pertain to exactly what it is that we're doing. So I'm going to jump rope for, let's see here. Let's go 2 minutes. 2-minute jump rope. Then I'll do 50 double unders. So oh, I don't need that. So the 2 minutes of jump rope is just to wake everything up. And then I'll do the 50 double unders as like a, warm my double unders up. If I feel like something's funky, if I do all 50, great, move on. If I feel like something's choppy or funky, I'll figure that out. And then 2 rounds, I like to do 2 rounds of the warm up movements. And I normally like to do around like 10 reps of everything. So I think first what I want to do to hit the glutes, because that's one of the biggest ones, glutes and warm the back, because we're going to be using our back today with the RDLs, would be, let's go single leg hip thrusts, or single leg glute bridges, I guess you'd call that. This is part of the other workout as well. Then we'll go 10 banded good mornings. Good mornings. I'll make that bigger. And then let's go 10. I want something a little more. Let's look at some of the movements we got. Look at some slam balls in. Okay. That's nice and explosive. Single leg glute bridge. Good mornings. Slam balls. Let's go Russian twists. I had that on the other one. I really like warming up those movements. The rotating exercises are just good to make your spine feel good, and honestly to just activate core, so you're using it in everything that you're doing, from the bridges to the what else do we got in here, to the squats. You got a bar in the front rack position. That's a core workout in itself. And then we're keeping that theme with the payoff press. So we got some Russian twists. Let's do one more. Let's see here. What else? What other movements do we have? Let's do some goblet squats. Heel elevated. So we'll go HE, heel elevated, goblet squat, and we'll do them on a 25-pound plate. This allows you to get really deep, and the goblet squat is going to just wake up the thoracic spine, because it's going to be pulling us forward, and so, good movement to do for warming up. Okay, slam balls, Russian twist, good mornings, glute bridges. Awesome. So now what I'll do is I will put this in the correct order. So we have notes for the warm-up, we have notes for the workout, and they order, so it just looks a little bit, I don't want to move that. Let's just delete this column. Okay, that's it. So I now officially have written that workout. Use this as a means of figuring out how to write workouts. Again, this structure is one that I've been using recently, meaning I have no time constraint on this first set of movements. This could be a bench, this could be a squat, this could be a clean, this could be whatever, where I just want to focus on that movement. And I want to take my time. I want to just focus on the movement. I might not do a primary movement. I might just jump into, warm up and then go right into an EMOM, an AMRAP, whatever. My workouts always look different. This is just an example of something that today I wrote based on what I was feeling, and so we'll see how this goes. But be creative with it. Write yourself workouts. Don't be ignorant. Don't do something where you're going to hurt yourself. But try to write a workout. See how it goes. If you actually care about your health and well-being, and you want to be more diligent about exercise, then I highly suggest that you learn how to write those workouts for yourself, because that's the best way to be consistent with it. You don't have to rely on anybody else, and then you are also the one who can, nobody knows how you feel outside of yourself. You can communicate that, but nobody truly knows how you feel better than you, right? You're the one feeling it. So it's going to be good for you to be able to listen to that and then write those workouts accordingly. So I'll cut it off here, but hopefully this is helpful for somebody, and I'll probably make another video about explaining why I have certain movements where. But for right now, this was just a little bit of a, hey, take a stab at it. There's no specific process. It's just, this is mine, movements, select the movements, write the workout, write the warm up. So a little bit more nuanced, something that might be easier to digest in an audio version. So figured I would do it. And like I said, hopefully somebody found this helpful. I will see you all in the next video.